Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Gaming. I wanted to do a video for a brand new game called Fallout Shelter. This video is a simulation type of game where you build out a shelter. Various rooms are going to be set up. You want to keep your dwellers happy, and I'll go through a little bit of the play-by-play of how to play the game. It's a rather long video, but the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your vault for your shelter. So I'm going to set it up as 999 for 999 Gaming. So congratulations, Vault-Tec has selected you to be the overseer. So your job as the overseer is basically to control everything that goes on, from building structures to where you assign your dwellers, to making them happy, to equipping them, so on and so forth. So each room has a special attribute. Dwellers have an attribute which helps that room perform a little bit better and a little bit faster. So if you have a water treatment room, you want dwellers that will increase the performance of your water treatment facility. So what we'll do once we get to loading is we'll start with the actual gameplay and show you how to build a few rooms, get your dwellers set up, and then some future videos will show you a little bit more detail of how to level within the game. So here you can see it's a very good tutorial in the beginning, so a lot of pointing. You see the hammer up in the corner. So what we want to do is we want to start by creating the power generator, and the generator is going to create the electricity you need in order to keep your shelter lit up and powered, and whatever other electrical supplies that you might need. So we'll take a look at the stats of the dweller, and you can see where it says special. Special is a different attribute, so each one of those, and nice show up at the top. You can see my clan had a clan war set up, so a nice pop-up notification there. But back to Fallout Shelter, and what we do is you're basically going to drag, you click on the dweller and drag them over to the room that you want them to go into. So I'm going to put this little guy here over in the power room to get him set up. And each of your dwellers actually have names. If you click on them, you can see who they are. And there's actually a little gear symbol over on the left. It'll show you a breakdown of where all the dwellers are assigned. So this dude was in a hurry, so he jumped in the elevator before she did. But eventually she'll get down there. And now we got two people in the power generator room. So some neat little conversation that goes on back and forth. If you get time, just check in and read it. Some of it's a little comical. So you can also rush if you have the opportunity. So there's a rush button down over in the bottom. You can see where the arrow is pointing. And if they're eligible, you can sometimes rush the room and you'll get additional bottle caps. So you can see up at the top where it says C500. That's your currency. That's your bottle caps. So bottle caps are a big deal in this game. I guess since there's no cash after the apocalypse, then bottle caps is the way to go. And you can see we're going to build some additional rooms. So we've got a diner set up, and now the aforementioned water treatment facility. And up the top you can see you've got three bars. You got electric, you got food, and you got water. And those meters will show you where you stand at each one of those. So now we got a few additional dwellers that show up at our door. So what we want to do is we want to assign these dwellers to wherever they're most appropriate based on their ability. And some of them are kind of flat, so if they're sort of even all the way across, it doesn't really matter where you put them. So we're going to stick this guy over in the water treatment area. And you can see they kind of take their time walking over. We also have a living quarters there. So it says if you put male and females in the living quarters, you have a chance to make some additional dwellers. So it'll be interesting to check that out a little bit later and see what goes on there. And she looked like she was wearing a diner dress, so I'm just going to drop her down in the diner. And you can see up under your different rooms there, you have some rocks, so that's basically your expansion. So in some games where you expand out like wide, I guess this one we're going to expand and drop a little bit lower. Yeah, there you can see some of the extra rooms. So medical room, additional diners, living quarters. You can have additional elevators to keep accessing lower floors. So who knows how far down we can build these additional rooms. Alright, so let's see. If you get two dwellers in the right room based on their ability, you get there's a bonus achievement. We'll go over some of the achievements a little bit later on. And they help you get more bottle caps. So I've got one person in the right room. I got other people just kind of making some stuff. So I'll flip-flop them around or look at their abilities. So dwellers with a high luck are more successful at rushing rooms. So get some lucky people in there and hit the rush button, and maybe you can level up a little bit quicker. So if you tap on the room, it kind of gives you a, keeps it a little bit more animated, gives you some of the conversation between the people that are within the room. You can see this is Nicholas and Robert working in the water treatment facility. It also shows you, the top of your overall happiness. This is what I was talking about a little bit before. That shows you a list of all your different dwellers. And if you hit you can upgrade as well too. So the upgrade just gives you a little bit additional production, and it also increases your storage amount. This is some of the lunchbox specials. So I'm going to do a video a little bit later on tonight, and I think I'm going to do a 40 lunchbox opening special, because there's going to be some various cards. And I know in some of the other past games we opened some of the cards because people want to see some of the rares and some of the different things you can get without actually buying them themselves. So stay tuned a little bit later on, or subscribe as well, and I'll just show you some of these pack opening type of things. But let's get back to this video and look at some of the additional features that we can get in the intro video. So you can see one room is finished with the electricity, so I can click on that. I'm almost maxed up at the top on my electricity, so they're producing at a pretty good rate. There's some of the conversation between the two there. So we got a brand new dweller that showed up, so I want to figure out, where am I going to put this dweller? So it says, it's telling you basically throw some more people in the living quarters, and then you can accommodate more dwellers, so you advance a little bit quicker. But it looks like my bars are in pretty good shape, level 8 overall, and I'm going to build living quarters. And here's kind of a neat thing. If you put 2 light quarters side by side, so living quarters or water treatment, it expands and it makes a very big room there. So what I'm going to do is maybe flip-flop some of my rooms around and make them super big rooms and accommodate more people. But I've been playing this for all of about 5 minutes so far, so there's still a lot of gameplay tips and techniques that I'm going to have to learn, and definitely by some future videos we'll have this ironed out, and doesn't look like a too complicated game. Alright, there you have it. So we're going to go ahead and end the video at this point. Stay tuned, I'll have some more gameplay tips and also the 40 lunchbox opening soon. Thanks.